different time zones. Peter, I thought you'd already done it. No, this is going out to many, many different time zones. So the key here, folks, is, again, wherever you are based, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And I know a lot of people will be watching this presentation, maybe on a YouTube or maybe on a recording at a later date. So the time and the date today is the 22nd of December. And we're really going to show people a special present in advance of Christmas, which is only a few days away. So everyone's got a sneak peek about what's about to go live. And what's about to go live is absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be a game changer in both the sectors that you're going to see use of game. I'm not going to give you some of the sneak peeks. I'll let the other corporate to give you, the actual presentation. So I'd like to get straight into that. We have some amazing people on this call today. I'm going to introduce initially the CEO of this particular project, and he'll go through the rest of the team as well. I'd like to introduce, to get this presentation started, Mr. Greg Stevens, based out of South Africa, the CEO of the project. He's going to give you a bit about his background. We're going to give you a bit more about the products, about the structure of how things are working, where this is going to go, why it's so special having a networking layer as well. We're going to hear a lot about this over the next few years, but in the next 20 minutes or so, next half an hour, you're going to hear some real exciting news, which is helping this go viral before it's even launched. So over to you, Greg. Greg, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Alan. Thank you for that great introduction. It's always great to be here with all of you today. Thank you for everyone taking the time to join us on the call. Also like to say thank you to our co-shareholder and chairman of the board who's joined us, Mr. Rob Hersoff, who's main investor in our business. He also sits on as executive chairman. Great to have you with us, Rob.
Thank you, Greg, and thank you, everyone. This is very, very exciting.
Great. Guys, I think I'll just get straight into it. We've got a two-part call today. We're going to give you a high-level overview of the game, which is StarVara, and then we're going to go into our network layer, which is the StarHorizon project. But I think before I get into that, I'm going to give you a quick background on myself. I'm Greg Stevens. I'm going to be the man in charge of this project, the chief executive officer. Spent a better part of 20 years in the US market, was one of the founders of the first major online esports tournament platforms in the US in circa 2007, which was really around the migration from land-based gaming, bringing that into an online arena where you could create a competitive environment playing AAA games in an automated result reporting process. We one of the first bespoke integrations into AAA gaming publisher servers, working with the giants like Blizzard, Activision, EA, Ubisoft, bringing games like StarCraft, Trackmania, and FIFA into an online competitive ecosystem. Subsequently, I've been involved in a number of gaming projects, also co-founder of a very successful international esports development agency, and more recently listed a company on the Australian Stock Exchange. So gaming is my passion, gaming is my focus. What we see today on this call, I would say, is the culmination of my life's work. I've been at the grind in this business, understanding all the pitfalls, really taking 20 years of learnings and fueling it into this project that we're going to see today. So we're going to break it up into two parts. The first part is the StarVara project, which is a massive multiplayer online game in a fantastical dystopian universe. And then we're going to take you on to, which really is the USP behind this project, the network layer, a massive multiplayer experience, network, open world. I've got two individuals on this call. The one is our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Nick van den Berg. And we've also got Dominique Abojkovits, who's the Chief Architect and developer of the game StarVara, which has been in development for the last 2.5 years. The genesis of that company was born out of the US market. One of the best blockchain and game developers in the space. But I'll let Dom talk to that. So we're going to start with a high-level overview of StarVara, the game, and then we're going to get into what I know everyone is here on this call and wants to hear about is the network layer. So over to you, Dom.
Cool. Thank you, Greg. Hello, everyone. I'm Dom. To give a quick introduction and a bit of background on myself, I've been a games developer for the better part of 13 years. I've been in blockchain ever since the beginning, the genesis of it. This project that we're about to show you is a culmination of 3 years of hard work, and it's part of our vision to build the world's biggest and best sci-fi game, with the goal of rivaling World of Warcraft, Minecraft, and Horizon Worlds, which, as you know, is Facebook's meta play. So without further ado, let me showcase the screen. Can the host enable share screening?
Absolutely.
Awesome, thank you.
Let me see here. One second, Dom, here.
Cool, no stress at all.
Yeah, I think I need to make you host Dom to do that.
Cool.
So, oh, here we go.
Make co-host so you've got control as well.
Go ahead, Dom.
Awesome. Let me know when you guys can see the screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen, Dom.
Awesome. So this is StarVara. I'll jump into our first screen, which is our character creation screen. This is where you'll build your own avatar. You can create a unique representation of yourself in this metaverse. You'll be able to style your character. You'll be able to choose what they look like. You can make it look like yourself or make it look like anyone else. Also, all the cosmetic NFTs that you'll be able to wear on your character to show it off. So without further ado, I'll jump in as this guy. Those were part of our 3 demonstration characters. Obviously, in the full game, you'll be able to customize it. This is our first planet. It is a vegetative, naturally rich planet. This is the sort of place players would go to collect raw materials, which they would then use in crafting various items, which they would be able to trade and sell or use. This is a rock where I'm able to come and start mining copper ore. As you can see, as I'm mining at the rock, I'm getting these items. All of these items are going to be NFTs or ERC20 tokens or ERC1155 tokens. The blockchain integration with the game is completely seamless. So at any point you can access your wallet. You can trade crypto actively in the game, scan the code if you want to. Very easy. As we run around here, we can see our ship. Our ship will also be an NFT. It'll be part of the tokens that the networkers will gain exclusive access to trading, as well as our means of navigating the universe. As I get into the ship, I'm able to fly and neatly exit this atmosphere into outer space. One of our goals with this game was to give it an immense sense of scale. What you just saw now was one island on one of our planets. We're intending to have hundreds of planets populated with vast ground for players to explore, giving the game an immense sense of scale. We also believe in games as a service, so we'll continually be adding worlds to this universe and expanding it as time goes on. To the left here, you can see some asteroids that have some blue rocks in them. Those are also items that players will be able to harvest with specific mining ships. One of the advantages to having all of these assets on the blockchain is that we're able to offer our users DeFi smart contracts where they can effectively have financial instruments that are speculating on in-game assets. So you could go long or short on the cost of rocket fuel, for instance, which is something that's very unique. And it's also a way that non-gamers can interact with the system. To talk a little bit about our secret sauce and how we made this all possible, effectively, we've developed a multiplayer communication protocol called byte streaming, which we discovered while developing this game for the past 3 years, where effectively we found we could reduce the size of encrypted packets from about 2048 bytes to 16 bytes per packet. And this reduction in packet size has allowed us to realize a 140x reduction in server costs, which makes us capable of hosting these massively multiplayer interconnected worlds at a fraction of the cost of our competitors. Not only does it allow us to save costs from a server perspective as a business, but those costs are also saved for the user, because the data usage to play this game is incredibly low. We use about 3 megabytes per hour. When you compare that to Netflix, which is using over 1,000 megabytes an hour, you can see how much more data friendly this is, which makes the game highly accessible. Accessibility is one of our key focuses. To that end, the game will be available on PC, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo, VR and AR. So this entire world that you see now will be available in VR. You can imagine walking through this desert and experiencing it physically, which is quite cool. The space that I'm in right now is our Galactic Exchange, which is a in-game crypto exchange where you'll be able to come and trade crypto in-game. For demonstration purposes, it's not live yet, but these will have live crypto tickers. You'll also be able to trade your NFTs or various other in-game assets. You'll also be able to trade your bond. Now I'll talk a little bit about what a bond is. So effectively, this game will be free to play, but it will have a subscription which gives you access to the premium version of the game. So the free-to-play version will only have access to certain solar systems, whereas the pay-to-play version will have access to the full game. The way people subscribe is through a bond, which is this tradable subscription. The bond is very key to our tokenomics because whenever a user redeems a bond for membership, a portion of that profit is used to run the business, and the remainder is distributed to our tokenomics, where 1/3 of that is used to deflate our token. We have a VARA token, which is a limited supply deflationary token that users can stake, and through staking it, they'll get access to a portion of the bond profit distributed. So you'll be able to, for instance, stake your VARA tokens, and then whenever users burn bonds, not only will we deflate the total supply of VARA tokens, but we will also distribute a portion of those profits to those who are staking. And that's kind of how our bond model and tokenomics tie together. Now I will transport to the networking world and then give control over to Nick van den Berg.
Thanks, Dom.
Cool.
Can you give me control?
Yeah, I think I need to stop the share screen for that.
No, thank you very much.
There we go.
Host disabled. Can I share now? Wonderful, guys. Thank you very much. So, everybody, welcome to StarHorizon, a world first in merging gamification, the gaming layer with the networking layer. So what is StarHorizon? StarHorizon is an MNO, network open world, which has the exclusive rights to sell StarVara, the universe, which we've just gone through now. It's about creating a new digital frontier with limitless potential in terms of bringing Web 2 and Web 3 with NFT and DeFi and GameFi protocols together. What makes it unique is this unique opportunity in terms of the StarVara universe has been demoed by Dom on the call. And it's really around the merging of these two incredible worlds through the character classes that you're able to choose. And you're able to extend your personality in the StarHorizon world. Digital avatar, you're able to have an extension of yourself in this open world, and it's seamlessly back office. So not only able to interact with other networkers in this open world, which I'll show you in a minute, it's really about having all the tools at your disposal in order for you to be able to build your downline and network on a grand scale. Here we have an example in terms of how you're going to interact in this open world. A seamless integration of your back office functionality that allows for you to explore this open world, which is a safe zone. It's one of the planets within the StarVara ecosystem. And you're able to then interact with other networkers. You're able to host events in this environment. So not only will we not be having these Zoom calls anymore in StarHorizon, but we'll be having them in this open world experience. And that really is the secret sauce to the StarHorizon program in terms of being able to connect with other individuals from around the world. Why is this so accessible? Because it's not only available within the different platforms from a VR and an AR perspective, but in terms of the light onboarding from a mobile point of view, and you've also heard in terms of the accessibility in terms of the data usage, it's widely accessible throughout all the various emerging markets. So if we had to just take a step back for a moment in terms of the overall opportunity, it's worth noticing from a gaming industry perspective in terms of the revenue that's generated out of gaming, circa around 203 billion over the last year. And that's really also culminating in an industry from a networking perspective at the same level. And the merging of StarVara and StarHorizon in terms of the networking layer gives us this unique opportunity in terms of the exclusive rights to sell the digital solutions within the game environment. If you look in terms of where StarVara is ranked from a cosmetic, from a crypto perspective, it's extremely well ranked from that point of view across the board with regards to the other competitors. And the reason that is important is if you look in terms of where gaming revenue is coming from at the moment, you look at the likes of Fortnite, you look at Roblox, you look in terms of Overwatch, and you look at Modern Warfare as an example, most of these gaming economies are now built on the back of cosmetics, digital assets. So Modern Warfare surpassed $1 billion in US dollars with actually in 10 to 15 days in terms of the revenue generated out of these cosmetic items. So cosmetics are here to stay, and it's really around the gamers creating the value for the networkers and the networkers creating the value for the gamers. Why is that important? Gamers spend a lot of time within the game environment, creating rarity in items, utilizing man hours in terms of time spent to generate rarity out of these cosmetics. And for the first time ever, through the StarHorizon program, we're giving networkers the opportunity to be able to trade these assets, buy these assets, which is baked into our starter packs, and sell these into the gaming community. Why is that important? Because with our network layer, from what we've been able to build, we have the ability to offer instant payouts through a 24-hour access to your funds. We have a unique opportunity in terms of our node staking, which is really around the magnetic layer that holds this universe together. And it's the smart contract that can build value through your staking of your VARA token. An incredible earn program, as you can see, which is an open world experience where you're able to network in this open world. And leveraging smart technology. So it's around bringing in the crypto layer when you need it in terms of the tradability of your digital assets and your access to the crypto world. If we look in terms of the economy, we've spoken around the bond system in terms of how that all comes together. And why is that important from a networking perspective? Because of the VARA tokens that you're able to earn from within your packs through the pre-promotion. And you're able to then stake this against your nodes and trade this on the open market. This is a unique opportunity in terms of what we're able to offer post-promotion. So some exciting things to come in terms of what we're going to be offering the networkers. Why is our earn program so unique? I'm really capturing the power of 5 that's around the product, which we've demonstrated today. So an exciting product that is gripping, that's expansive, that allows for gamers to build the ecosystem and the economy. It's around the commission in terms of how our payouts work, the instant access to your funds. It's around recognition. Not only are you able to have physical recognition, but you're able to have a digital experience of that. As you're growing in ranks, you're going to be able to see your avatar change, and you're going to know who you're going to be able to interact with as you're growing up the ranks. Certainly in terms of incentives, it's not just the access packs. There's going to be a multitude of packs that we're going to be launching over the next while. And then the sociability of it in terms of connecting with other networkers. On the earn program side, we've really built out the power of 5 in terms of a fast start velocity bonus. So as you launching your network experience, you're able to earn from that. We then have the core of our offering in terms of our star bonus points that you're going to be earning on the binary. We have a credible matching bonus. So as you climb in the rank, you're able to match that against your network in terms of how well you've grown your network. Our Ascension pools are world first in terms of the creation of 4 pools that allow for you to skip ranks and earn from different pools as you grow in stature. And then the exciting part that I'm going to expand on now is really the Horizon bonus, which is really providing you with digital game assets in the form of loot boxes and digital NFTs that you're able to trade within the StarVara experience. Additionally, as a note, we're looking at some innovative physical real-world experiences in terms of carbon offsets, but more about that later. So what is the loot boxes? The loot boxes is really the networker's ability to be able to accumulate digital assets that the gamers have spent time accumulating. So within your loot boxes built into your packs, you have the opportunity to acquire headgear, custom thrusters, spaceship skins for the special StarHorizon ships that are going to be available, and various other items. And this is really around giving you value from a digital asset perspective that's going to grow whilst the game grows over the coming years. Some incredible, unique opportunities in terms of allowing the networkers to be able to network through digital assets. So imagine we're having this call now in your own premium condo, and we're interacting with other individuals around the world. Watch the space in terms of how these assets are going to grow in value. As you can see here, here's a sneak peek in one of the condos. These are all digital experiences. Alan and the team can attest to this in terms of wearing the VR glasses, and they were working and networking within this environment. It was quite an incredible thing to see. What is a space exploration game without ships? And this is a big component in terms of what networkers are going to be able to leverage as sales items, obviously having different attributes and value built in. What we're also doing, which is a big part of this whole initiative, is really providing you networkers with all the tools at our disposal in order for you to be able to seamlessly build your network layer. And this is in terms of giving you all of these various assets, templates, brand CIs, so you can really grow your world knowing that it's coming from the business in terms of StarHorizon. So this is just a sneak peek in terms of what we're offering from a very world first in terms of merging gaming and networking from a StarHorizon perspective. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that.
It was great. Thanks, Nick.
Pleasure.
Can I just drop in a couple of words at this moment, if I may? Just while we've just come to the end of Nick's section, he mentioned that we were in South Africa. Just so everyone, I know a lot of people may have seen us before. We flew to South Africa and spent a week with these guys. They're absolutely genius.
In Cape Town, Alan, in Cape Town.
In Cape Town, yeah, we flew to Cape Town. It was a fabulous place, fabulous experience. It's the first time I've been to South Africa, but I fell in love with it. It was such an amazing, amazing place. And it was not just the weather that was warm, it was the hospitality and the people that we met. So we got the fantastic opportunity to go to the offices and meet everyone there. We went to Rob's home. He invited us into his home, and that was a special evening and many memories coming out of there as well. But whilst we were there in South Africa, in Cape Town, we got the experience of the VR. So if someone says, did you see this project? Absolutely, we saw it. But not just that, we lived it, we experienced it, we were immersed in it. We were stood there with the VR glasses on, walking through these worlds, going into these condos, into these lofts, looking at fishes swimming in a tank at the side, looking through the windows, spinning around. It was just an amazing experience. So for me, this product is outstanding. I've never seen a product like this. And especially like when Don mentioned you rolling this out through all the different, assets, going into like your PCs, the various gaming consoles, and being able to use it on your phone around the world. So when people really experience how good this product is, they'll realize this is a product company driving an amazing product, which will have millions of customers on. And for us to be at the start of this is something special. So again, I just want to say thank you, while we're on this call for the hospitality you gave us and the opportunity for us, to get on board really such an early stage, in this long-term development plan that you have. But folks, just understand what they've shown you as a demo today. It's there, it's real, it's done, it's programmed, it's going out there. And we're one of the first groups that have been able to have experience to this and exposure to this. So again, appreciate you all. I know you've been working on this for many years behind the scenes, and we just felt lucky to be in the right place at the right time. And we got to know you over a few years as well, Greg. We've got to know Nick, and now obviously Dom and Rob. So from my side, just wanted to let you know that game is phenomenal. This is going to drive this huge. Absolutely. And I think we have George as well. George, obviously we were together in South Africa. You've got a few words you want to say about how good that product actually is as well. And we're excited because this is one of the first times where we know the product is so strong and it stands outside of the network. But to have this with a network layer is so powerful, isn't it, George?
Hi, Alan. First of all, thank you for the opportunity of being here in the Zoom. I want to confirm just what you said. We have spent an amazing week there in Cape Town. And one of the things that most impressed me is the team that have built Greg and Dominic there in that amazing office, and Nick, don't forget it. You see a bunch of people totally passionate and focused on what they are building on. And I have to be really sincere. I'm not a gamer, but when I saw this, the virtual, I put that glasses on, I saw so many opportunities, and not just in the game world, but in an open world where we can meet each other, we can see each other, where everybody can be who he wants to be and be the character. And I imagine that we have that boardroom in that amazing loft, what you have seen, that big table, and we can sit all together and talk to each other. You are there in England, I'm here in the Netherlands, Nick is in South Africa, and there we sitting all together and have, and Peter, you are in the United States, I believe, but there's no Zoom. So we can sit on a table, we can see each other, we can talk and communicate with each other. And this is something, there is no limit and imagination what can be done with this product. And we have told a little bit many times, guys, if you don't have seen the movie Ready Player One, take a look at it, see it, and imagine that is the real world what we can do here. And I'm not talking about this amazing compensation plan what the network can be, because this is a fantastic opportunity what is created, where we're going to start now totally new with great people. I'm excited, I'm really excited, and looking forward to the day to tomorrow and the day after and the next year. 2023 going to be an amazing year. I have no doubt about it. Alan, thank you very much for the opportunity. Nick, Dom, amazing presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Can we get a few words of Rob? Rob, are you there, sir? Could you drop on and give us a few words?
Yes, I am indeed. So, hi, everyone. I'm 62 years old. So it probably makes me the oldest person on this call. And I'm also not a gamer, but my sons are. I have 26-year-old, 23-year-old sons. And Dominic came to our house today and presented to my sons and my wife and my younger children. And both sons said that they, as gamers, you know, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, have never seen something that has this infinite opportunity. It's, you know, a play to earn, create to earn, but it's infinite. And you can be, as George said, whoever you want to be in this world. And I think I want to be me in this world, but I'm quite excited to do my avatar and to be involved both on the StarHorizon side and hear about how you develop the distribution of this, but also on the gaming side. This is the first time I actually might play a game and learn how to use a console, which I know George can't do either. It's incredible. And you know, you suddenly get a real excitement about what you can do in this world. You know, I'd like to form a mining company in StarVara and mine.
You know a little bit about that, Rob.
Yes, our family was in mining, so it's in my heritage, as it is in yours, Greg. Yeah. So, you know, I'm helping fund the business. I'm backing Greg, who I've known for 3 generations, really. My father and his grandfather were best friends. And Nick, a lot of the members of the team I know very well. So I'm a big believer. I'm happy to invest. I'm happy to commit. This is the big one. Couldn't be more excited. And Greg, thank you again.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. I like those words. This is the big one. No, yeah, it surely is. I mean, it's like going digging for gold and hitting it on your first spade. We've all hit the mother load with this project. So very, very special. Greg, you know, would you give a bit more insight on what's the next steps, where things are going to evolve from after today? You know, I know there's a onboarding coming real soon, so maybe if you go into a bit more detail on what's coming next.
Sure. Thanks, guys. So we're in a pre-launch phase now, which we're getting set to go live with onboarding within the next 48 hours. So the site will be in live, activated, and ready to onboard affiliates and networkers, where you can load and you can set up your accounts. More details to follow on that. This will be a pre-promotional phase leading up to our big unveiling at the end of March next year, which is the launching of this open network world. So you'll be able to access this world on your smart device. It'll also be ubiquitous, so it'll be a cross-platform access. As Dom spoke to, It'll be a light application. So there will still be the back office web flow on a standard process, but you'll be able to download an app, access this world, and become your avatar. And that's launching in March with all the great things that we're going to pack in terms of value into these starter packs, as Nick spoke to on this call. So pre-promotional launch, which will be running for the next 3 months. A lot of exciting promotions we're going to be driving. So we're going to be doing a roadshow starting in January. We've got a couple of exciting events planned for the new year, but more details to come on that. And we're just very, very excited to get this project live. And, you know, it really is a testament to the team that we have on the ground. Dominic, this has been a life's work for him. You know, he's launched a number of very successful games internationally. And just like myself, I've been in the industry for a long time. And I think we've got to a point now where we believe that we're going to change the world with this product. And we're very excited. We're very, you know, amped to get moving. And yeah, can't wait to get this live.
Brilliant. Thank you, Greg, for those great words. The key here for me, folks, as well, is if you think of the impact we can all make, if you look at the time and when this project's been rolling out, apart from an amazing game that's coming through to us all in March, and us being in really early so we can take full advantage of this pre-launch and some special things that are going to be available in the pack just in pre-launch, just in the next few months as well, which to go into more detail on. Think about what's happening in the global economy right now. Many people in reality, you know, around the world are struggling because of the way things have gone for cost for them. I mean, in the UK, they talk about interest rates, cost of living crisis and things like that. We've got an opportunity where people in reality, for a low risk, where they can put their time into something, can generate additional income for their household. That's a powerful thing to be able to offer, for one. So we've got an earning potential for people all around the world. It's a global product and company that we're rolling out. Then you time that as well with, in the way like we've mentioned before, the crypto winter, where people can get involved in projects like that, and maybe they're positioning themselves by accumulating, you know, some assets for when the next run comes up in the crypto market. So there's so many different things that are truly aligning. Plus, we all know the gaming systems are huge, and there's so many gamers around the world. So the amount of customers we can bring into this game and into this through the StarHorizon is absolutely phenomenal. There will be millions of people in this. The real thing is how many are you going to speak to? How many are you going to expose this amazing project to? Don't be a secret agent. You've got something good. Don't keep it to yourself. We've got to let the world know about StarHorizon. We've got to let the world know about StarVara. It's happening anyway, and it will happen with or without any of us on this call. So we've got to make sure we're part of that journey and part of that ride, folks. So I truly appreciate, you know, everybody, you know, who's dropped on today. So we've got amazing people from the corporate and a special guest appearance here from Mr. Rob Hersoff as well, which was truly appreciated. And everybody, you know, wherever you are in the world, I'm sure watching this now, you are as excited and as pumped as me, ready to start, you know, building this project out there. So appreciate your time on the call. We appreciate your time. Is the most precious thing that you have. Money comes each day, but time never comes back. So everybody, you know, thank you again. My time is up. My name is Alan Platt. My time is up, and I thank you for yours. Thank you, Peters, for hosting this call as well, and George, everybody on the presentation today. Amazing job, and we'll talk real soon. Okay.
Guys, thanks, Eddie.
Just one thing, just before we go. If you've been invited onto this presentation by somebody, make sure you get back to that person, yeah, to get your questions answered. So this is going to be global with what's happening. So we work ethically. Make sure you get back to the person who's introduced you to this presentation. Get your questions answered by them. I'm sure they'll give you great support moving forward. Okay, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.